And the new LP will be available in November. For the past fortnight, soldiers of the 2nd US Armoured Brigade, a part of the 1st US Armoured Division, have been involved in an annual tactical exercise, Iron Star 89 Bravo. But this time, it's not just the Americans being put to the test. Working with the Yank tanks is a unit from BAOR.
617 Tank Transporter Squadron usually operates in Hamm, but since mid-July it's been down here in southern Germany, often deployed little more than 40 miles from the Czech border at an American training area. Its job here to move American M1A1 tanks to and from their home base near Nuremberg. In the past, the American main battle tank has travelled by rail with the German Bundesbahn. That's been both expensive and time-consuming, and so now to save money and improve efficiency, the US 7th Army is gradually introducing its own tank transporters. There still aren't enough of them, though, which is why 617 Tank Transporter Squadron has been called in to plug the gap. It's also a useful opportunity for the two NATO allies to compare notes.
It's very interesting seeing the Americans work, and obviously ourselves. The Americans are very safety conscious, and when they are actually doing tank transporting, it can take anything up to 2 hours. Ourselves, it takes half an hour.
We have nothing but the highest praise for the individual soldiers who make up the transportation unit, their leadership, both non-commissioned officers and the officers who have provided superb support for this brigade.
Do you think you've learned anything from an operation like this?
Oh, I don't think there's any question about the fact that our soldiers have learned a great deal. We've had an opportunity to watch professionals at work.
It's been hard work for the British, though. The day begins at 7 in the morning and doesn't usually finish until 8:30 at night.
12 cells, we've had about 1 day, maybe 2 days, 12 cells. The rest of the time's been either dragging it or on the ranges, doing MBC, that sort of thing.
There's a lot of time spent in convoy. An 80-kilometre journey can take an hour and 3/4 to complete. But the transporter crews aren't alone in clocking up the miles. 617 Squadron's military accountant currently faces a regular 6-hour drive from Hamm.
Because the lads are so far away from their banks, I come down twice a week and give them a quittance roll, casual payments, to keep them in money while they're down here.
Do you pay them in dollars or marks?
I pay them in marks, and then they can get it exchanged at the American exchange shop down here.
Do you like working with the Americans?
Yeah, they're all right. They're a different breed to us, though.
Well, what way?
They just sort of weigh out people. You know, they do things differently. Certainly eat things. Hamburgers, live on hamburgers.
It's good working with them, working with different armies and seeing how it goes, how they operate. A little bit different from ourselves. In fact, they've been quite impressed with the speed, because we seem to do it a lot faster than their own transportation does. So they're quite impressed with us.
Do you think you've learned anything from them?
Yeah. Keep away from hamburgers.
Some members of the unit already have the choice. They've returned to BAOR early, but for the rest, there's still another week to go with Uncle Sam.
With the school holidays